history. Let me repeat that. North Carolina public school students are making history. In August of this year, I had the wonderful opportunity to share that North Carolina's four-year cohort graduation rate was 87.7%. That essentially means that 87.7% of the students were graduating on time. And that was the highest in the history of North Carolina. Now, today, I have the absolute pleasure of sharing more historic academic achievements for North Carolina's public school students. These results relate to the advanced placement exams. Advanced placement, or AP as you may hear us call it, is a program that was created by the College Board that offers high school students the opportunity to take college-level courses and exams in a wide variety of subjects while still in high school. Students scoring what I call passing scores, a 3, 4, or 5, can often receive college credit for those scores from colleges and universities, allowing them to skip certain college courses, which can help them save money that would otherwise be spent on tuition. For the 24-25 school year, and for the fourth year in a row, the participation and passing scores for advanced placement exams have increased, and this year's metrics are the highest they have ever been. Let me repeat. North Carolina's public school students are making history. Graduation rates and now advanced placement exams. More than 90,000 students across North Carolina took 171,000 AP tests during the 24-25 school year. This represents a 7.3% increase in test takers and a 9.8% increase in total tests over the previous year. Of all the tests taken, 72.1% of the tests scored at a 3, 4, or 5, demonstrating that a student is qualified to receive college-level credit for that subject. Since 2021, the number of exams with qualifying scores has roughly doubled to an all-time high of 123,394 qualifying scores in 24-25. We are on our way to being the absolute best in the nation in this area, and indeed we're already outpacing the national average. North Carolina's qualifying scores grew from 65.4% in 2024 to that 72.1% in 2025, while the nation's qualifying scores were at 70% for 2025. So we're already above the national average. So with this information, you can see we are actually doing two things at once. We are increasing access and achievement at the same time. And indeed, when you do a deeper dive into the information, you'll know that all racial and ethnic groups and genders are experiencing growth, as is every region of the state. So to recap, for the 24-25 school year, we have historic results in our graduation rate and in advanced placement participation and passing scores. These measures, graduation rates and AP participation and performance, are part of our recently launched strategic plan, Best in Nation Measures. When coupled with other remarkable results, and I'll just give you a few, like having more than 1 out of every 3 of our North Carolina public school students being duly enrolled in college courses while still in high school, and North Carolina having the second highest participation in career and technical education courses in the entire nation, and students earning hundreds of thousands of industry-level credentials annually. These historic gains, I believe, reveal that North Carolina's public school students are enjoying remarkable academic achievements. To announce and celebrate these historic AP exam results, I am joined today with leaders from 4 school districts, as well as the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction's Senior Director for Advancement and Learning, Gifted Education Academic Policy, Sneha Shah Coltrane. These districts are representative of the historic results in AP participation and performance earned statewide. The districts are Alamance Burlington Schools, and you'll hear from Superintendent Dr. Aaron Fleming, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools, and you'll hear from Deputy Superintendent Melissa Balknight, Pamlico County Schools, you'll hear from Superintendent Dr. Jeremy Johnson, and Pitt County Schools, you'll hear from Superintendent Dr. Steve Lassiter Jr. As I turn to each of them to allow them to share how they have achieved their gains in AP exams, I do want to note that during the recent Regional Strategic Plan rollout tour that we concluded last week, members of my team and I were able to spend time in 3 of these districts to see their work in action. We visited Pamlico County Schools to learn more about their early literacy program. I was at Pamlico Primary School, and to see the construction of their new high school. We discussed the strategic plan in Pitt County Schools with their Teacher Advisory Council, and that was at South Central High School. And we spent time in Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools hearing from students and teachers at West Charlotte High School and Northwest School of the Arts, as well as seeing new construction of those schools. And we had the wonderful opportunity to also spend time with community partners who helped CMS with so many of their academic initiatives. And so it's my pleasure now to turn it over to our districts, and we'll start first with Superintendent Dr. Aaron Fleming.
Well, thank you, Superintendent Green. It's a pleasure to be here, and I have the honor of serving as superintendent of the Alamance Burlington School System. Our advanced placement program in the Alamance Burlington School System is experiencing unprecedented growth, and we believe it's a model for expanding student opportunity across the state. In just the last 2 years, our AP story has transformed. Student participation is at an all-time high of nearly 1,300 students. The number of AP exams taken has soared by nearly 1,000 to a record 2,267 exams. And most importantly, the number of qualifying scores of 3 or higher has more than doubled since 2023, reaching 1,423 this year. This success isn't an accident. It's the result of purposeful strategy and strong partnerships. The NC Advanced Placement Partnership provides critical support from teacher scholarships for AP Summer Institutes to professional development focused on College Board resources. We thank NC DPI for their advocacy and the NC AP partnership. On the district level, we've made a deliberate move to offer pre-calculus only as an AP course, eliminating the honors option. This has successfully given students who hadn't previously taken an AP course a chance to experience and succeed in a rigorous academic environment. The addition of courses like AP Seminar and AP African American Studies has opened doors to even more students, complementing the work already being done at our high schools and our early college. The numbers speak to the academic excellence of our students. We celebrate 436 AP scholars, students who achieve scores of 3 or higher on 3 or more exams. This includes 66 AP scholars with distinction and 21 AP capstone diploma recipients, marking a commitment to the advanced study and research. Our progress demonstrates that when districts, state agencies, and dedicated teachers work in lockstep, we can make advanced learning accessible to all, driving significant, measurable student achievement. Again, thank you.
Thank you. And now we'll turn to Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Melissa Balknight.
Thank you, Dr. Green. Thank you for having us this afternoon. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools is proud to celebrate outstanding growth in our advanced placement program. Growth that reflects student dedication, our teachers' expertise, and our district's deep commitment to preparing every student for success beyond high school. We want our students to be enrolled, enlisted, or employed. That's the goal when they enter in kindergarten. In the 24-25 school year, over 11,000 CMS students participated in AP courses. That's a 2.7% increase from the previous year. Together, they took almost 22,000 AP exams, our highest total in 5 years, and they achieved record results. 75% of the exams scored a 3 or higher, which is a 9-point increase from 2024. Altogether, CMS students earned over 16,000 qualifying scores of 3, 4, or 5, which represents about 49,000 potential college credits. Our parents appreciate that. That translates into over $14.3 million in potential tuition savings for CMS families. These results don't happen by chance. They are the product of intentional strategy and collaboration. Through advanced placement summer institute training, our teachers receive high-quality professional learning aligned to College Board standards. We monitor AP classroom data to guide coaching and ensure instruction remains rigorous and consistent across the district. Our Advanced Studies Learning and Teaching team and Student Services team work together to strengthen course scheduling, which is key, student placement, and pre-AP support so that every student has access to advanced coursework, the opportunity to be challenged, and the support to thrive, which is critical. We also align AP access and success with Goal 4 of the CMS Strategic Plan to ensure every student is enrolled, enlisted, or employed after graduation. This work is directly connected to the North Carolina Public Schools Strategic Plan for achieving educational excellence, preparing each student for their next phase in life. At Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools, our commitment is clear. Every student in every school deserves access to excellence, and these results show that when we align our vision, invest in our educators, and believe in our students, achievement follows. We truly believe in endless possibilities for all students. Thank you.
Thank you. And so now we'll go to Pamlico County Schools with Superintendent Dr. Jeremy Johnson.
Thank you, Superintendent Green. My name is Jeremy Johnson. I am proud to be here representing Pamlico County Schools in southeastern North Carolina. We are easily the smallest district represented here. We have an enrollment of around 1,100 students, pre-K through 12. But I am very proud of the work we're doing with our advanced placement courses. We had in 2021 49 students or 49 exams taken with 9 students being successful or passing scores. Last year we had 98 exams taken with 71 passing scores. That kind of progress is really goes back to our belief that access to advanced placement should not be limited by your school size nor your zip code. And I'm very proud that our students have the opportunity to experience advanced coursework and earn college credit while they're in high school. There are several strategic steps that we've taken to make sure that these opportunities are afforded, and it begins with intentional leadership. Our high school, we have one high school, has an enrollment of around 385 students currently. But I like to say that we're big enough that we are able to afford these opportunities to all of our students, but we're also small enough where no one gets lost in the shuffle. And we want to make sure that the access to advanced placement continues to be something that is available to all of our students. We believe, and has really been a cultural shift in our schools, in our district, that our enrollment in our advanced placement courses should absolutely reflect the demographics demographic makeup of our school and district. And I'm very proud of the work that we're doing there. Of course, the work and the credit goes to our high school administration, Ms. Becky Lanchey, as principal, our counselor, Ms. Betsy McCandless, and our hardworking teachers. And we're really thankful for them. We look forward to continuing this trend of access for all, this trend for not just access, but success for all. And that's something that I'm very proud to be part of. And thank you again for letting us share a bit of our story.
Thank you. And so finally, among the districts, we'll have Pitt County Schools, which is represented by Superintendent Dr. Steve Lassiter, Jr.
Thank you, Superintendent Green, and it is an honor and a privilege to be here today. Thank you to the State Board as well as the department for having us. For Pitt County Schools, we had 2,002 exams taken, which is an 11% increase from the previous school year. And from 2021, it's a 35% increase. And of those students scoring a 3, 4, or 5, we had 1,343 students score a 3, 4, or 5, which is a 29% increase from the previous school year. And from 2021, a 110% increase in our students scoring a 3, 4, or 5. And we are incredibly proud of our students, our staff, and our district team who has led this effort from the very beginning. The first strategy that we used was it was embedded in our strategic plan. It was a priority for our school board. It was a priority for our district leadership and at the time our superintendent. We worked very hard to make sure that we were providing these advanced opportunities for our student. We also looked at our professional development offerings for our AP teachers, providing them with the resources that they needed to ensure their success in teaching the content, as well as the success of all of the students. Engaging our district leadership in going out to the schools and doing learning walks with those advanced placement teachers to ensure that we have instructional alignment and ensure that we're teaching the content in a manner that our students are able to receive it and understand it. We're also very excited about having one-on-one contact with our school counselors, making sure that those counselors are able to advise those students, to give them advice. What is their career track? What do they desire to do? Why is advanced placement the best placement for our students? Having those critical conversations with our students was very important, but also pulling in data points, all sorts of data points, EVOS data points, assessments that we give in our districts to show those students as well as the parents that there is value in advanced placement courses and for students. And then finally, we shifted the mindset. AP for all, not some, but for every single student who wanted to access it, because we know that the importance of it is in the post-secondary opportunities when they leave us and they graduate and they're taking care of themselves and their families and having that deep thinking that advanced placement offers for our students. And so we're very proud that in our district, we host curriculum nights that talk about advanced placement, the power of advanced placement, what happens not only during the course, but what happens afterwards. How are they prepared? How does this prepare you for life? So making those connections. And so in Pitt County, we are very proud to share and to tout the excitement as well as the advancement that we've had in our scores and what we can do also regionally to share and support our districts in our region and across the state. So thank you so much for having us here today.
Very good. I'm going to now turn to the North Carolina Public Instruction Senior Director, Dr. Sneha Shah Coltrane.
Thank you so much, Superintendent Green. Well, as you can see from all of these incredible districts from across North Carolina, here in North Carolina, we want to ensure that each and every child has access and success for advanced coursework. It doesn't matter where you live. Murphy to Manio, we are working hard to ensure we are providing access and opportunities to each and every one of our students across North Carolina. I first do want to thank several key partners in this work because we can't do it alone. I want to first thank our North Carolina AP partnership team through College Board. They do incredible work on the ground with our districts and here at the department. I also want to thank our North Carolina General Assembly. They have set the stage through their legislation of broadening access and successful participation. They have made an investment in our North Carolina students and families through covering all test fees and funding the partnership. With just approximately $20 million of investment, the return on investment is great. For just last year, with all of the exams that our students have taken, we have potentially over $92 million in potential college tuition savings for our North Carolina students and families. The investment of our General Assembly is key. The investment of our schools and districts make it happen. The investment of our families and of leadership. All of us working together to change mindsets, policies, and practices to help expand excellence across all of North Carolina to make us truly best in the nation.
Very good. So at this point, we'll open it up to see if there are any questions, either in person or through streaming.
Hi, Emily Walkenhorst with WRAL. I have a couple questions. First one is really for anyone, looking at that chart in the presentation, going all the way back to the beginning of the Advanced Placement Partnership. There's been a huge growth just within the last couple of years, while that number is kind of gradually growing, and then it really spiked. So I'm just kind of wondering, what has really happened in the last couple of years? What changes have y'all made to really hit this home? Because it's not just pass rates, it's also just students taking the classes.
Very good. So obviously you've heard from the districts and what they've been up to over the last few years, but I do want to give Senior Director Shaw Coltrane an opportunity to provide that perspective from a statewide angle.
So it takes time. It takes time and synergized effort. And that is what our districts and our state has done. And so over the course of the last decade of this legislation, we've made the expectations clear. Okay. But then we've also, in particular, since COVID, we have incredible high quality instructional materials that have been provided by College Board through AP Classroom. That is helping ensure every one of our teachers, Pamlico to Charlotte and everywhere in between, Murphy to Manio, have the resources they need to provide quality instruction in the classrooms. The mindset shift has been incredible. That is something we have been working on in our state. I think our districts have really taken a hold of that. I think COVID brought a lot to our attention, and it helped us, if we had some silver linings, kind of be able to reconfigure when we came back and say what really matters. And what really matters is open access. What really matters are opportunities, and then making sure our students have what they need and our teachers have what they need when it comes to instructional support, data, coaching, etc. So all of those things have come together with the incredible intentional leadership of both the department, the state board, but also local boards of education and our incredible districts. They've all come together to see this incredible change.
Very good. I want to see if any of our districts would like to add to what Shaw Coltrane has provided. All right. Any other questions?
Yeah, one more. So I know that in the last couple of years, the College Board has adjusted some of its tests, recalibrated how they scored them. And I know some critics said, is this inflation? We're seeing these increases nationwide in the test scores since they did that. The College Board came back and said, well, we think our tests were artificially difficult to begin with. It was easier to pass a college course than it was to pass an AP exam. So I'm just kind of wondering what DPI's take on that is, and what do you think the impact of that recalibration has really been in North Carolina?
Very good. I'll give Senior Director Shaw Coltrane the opportunity to respond to that.
Absolutely. What I'll first say is to those critics is that we are still beating the nation. So no matter how you look at it, we are increasing at a better rate than even across the nation. So that is my response to that. I will also say that our students are still earning that college credit. And so to me, if you're saving $92 million and we have all of these students passing these incredible exams that have been approved at individual universities and colleges to accept those, that's the proof we need. That's the proof we need. We do have our Senior Director of College Board here who can also, if you don't mind coming up, Mr. Barnes, he can also add to this question from College Board.
Hi, that's a great question about thank you. That's a great question about the score verification. So that's something that's been going on for a while. We changed the way that we did it. They're only
Introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm Brian Barnes. I'm the College Board Senior Director for the North Carolina AP Partnership. So proud to be here. Thank you all for all the great work that you're doing. None of this happens without the teachers in the classrooms and the students who are doing the work. So it's not unusual for College Board to change the scoring. We've done that over many years. Of the last few years, in the last 3 years, there's been a new type of scoring that's gone on, and it's been really helpful. Only 9 classes have been impacted, but I think when you look at it and you see the national change in the AP scores, a lot of it has to do with the things that we've already listed, which are new tools, course and exam description that allows for teachers to know what to expect before it comes, both spread out across a skinny schedule and a block schedule so that students are able to look at that and teachers are. And then the course and exam, the AP classroom tools that they're cutting edge. Students have an opportunity to see other teachers teach that through the YouTube daily practice videos. So I think the change has mostly been about that, but it has definitely been a rise in the country. So we're excited about the change. We think that the scoring is more accurate than it's ever been because of the way that they've gone about doing it. But it's good to see that North Carolina, I'm glad America's doing better and even better, happier that North Carolina's improved on that.
Very good. Any other questions?
Thanks. That's it for me.
Excellent. Thank you. Very good. So as we wrap up then with this press conference, let me just set the frame again. First of all, the vision for North Carolina's public schools is achieving educational excellence. It has 3 major goals: high academic achievement, character development, and this concept, this goal, if you will, that by 2030, North Carolina will have the very best public education system in the entire country. And so here we sit as we're ending 2025, being able to already announce things like historic gains in graduation rate, where we have the highest 4-year cohort graduation rate. Already now today, to add to that, the fact that we have historic results in both in advanced placement, both participation and performance. And that comes on the heels of data that was already out there that I mentioned before around, for example, students having the second highest participation in career and technical education courses in the entire country. That well over a third of our students are enrolled in, duly enrolled in college and in high school courses as well. So let the critics come and understand the following. North Carolina is doing exceptionally well, and we will do even better. Thanks much. Have a blessed rest of the day.